We gotta stop parking like this. People are gonna talk.
Well, that's why I plan on doing some talking first. I want us to formally report our relationship to Human Resources.
Okay, you get them, I'll cover everybody else.
I would appreciate it if we could keep it quiet until we had that meeting.
It's gonna be hard with me grabbing your ass all day.
Grabbing stops at the threshold of the parking garage.
Handicap plates, I got special access.
I just don't want our relationship affecting our jobs. Or the other way around.
Why, Dr. Cuddy? How was your weekend?
I got a call about a case for you. 14-year-olds. EMTs think her heart stopped.
Sounds great.
You haven't seen it yet.
I sensed something fascinating about it.
I'm gonna get us into CHR this afternoon. You think you can hold your tongue till then?
Mom. Fine. People are gonna know soon enough. I think I can hold it till lunch. I'm seeing Cuddy. Generally without her clothes on. Use your imagination. Hope it's got a wide-angle lens. You don't actually need that.
I'm gonna go check my office for whoopee cushions.
This is not a prank.
This is not me walking out the door.
Really? You and Cuddy?
For reals. Foreman can translate. Find any itching powder in your hanky? Any fake poo in your desk drawer?
Yes, the lack of dime store pranks is proof that you're actually dating Cuddy and not just mocking me for being worried about you.
What do I have to do to prove this to you? Tattoo a cane on her inner thigh? Tattoo her inner thigh on my cane?
You told everybody, didn't you?
Repeatedly. This one's not buying it. Need a little help.
I'm not selling it. It's time for our meeting at Human Resources.
Human Resources. Now, why would I need to go to Human Resources?
House, you've been to Human Resources 74 times in the last 6 weeks.
Never after doing this.
Well, I'm convinced.
Come on. One peck. Just enough to arouse him a little.
Hey, I'm not even...
I didn't mean you.
If I confirm it, can we leave?
Yes.
It's true.
I've been more passionate with my great aunt.
Mabel? Up high.
We done here?
She didn't even ask me to cough. I think you straightened out my limp a little.
How would you describe the exact nature of the relationship?
You ever see Wild Kingdom? Those insects that rip their partners' heads off after copulating.
It's a sexual relationship.
Go slowly now. He's writing it down.
I believe that I can still supervise Dr. House effectively, but we both want to follow hospital policy to the letter.
Our concern is to make sure that there's no conflict of interest, no liability for the hospital.
You think we're gonna sue if things go south? Let me tell you, she actually does go south.
House? Let him talk.
I know that you're not going to sue because you are both going to sign love contracts. Consensual relationship agreements.
Well, obviously, outside counsel will have to review the crotchless undies clause.
We'll also need to watch for any favoritism toward Dr. House.
Does that mean she has to sleep with everyone?
I promise not to give him a raise or a promotion of any kind.
There's gotta be a joke there about keeping up with inflation.
Or bias against him. Are there any supervisory issues with Dr. House's current caseload?
No, current case is solved. This patient has long QT. Gonna scare her into cardiac arrest to confirm.
No, we're not.
Okay, no, we're not. See, everything's under control. Yeah, I had that same facial expression for the first 48 hours. Had another one too, but only for 15 seconds at a time.
I'm happy for you. You're happy for you. This is huge. So who's going to supervise you?
Cuddy.
Well, I guess maybe that can work.
Maybe? Nothing's changed.
You showed up for clinic hours voluntarily.
Fine. A little bit has changed.
House, everything's changed. You're sleeping together. You want something from her besides sign off on scaring your patient to death.
You talked to Taub.
He's worried about you.
He's a jerk.
I'm worried too.
Do I need to say it?
I want this to work.
I'm not doing anything differently. She changed my mind about one diagnostic test. She was right. Even though it's your emotional default, stop worrying. I can handle it. She's bleeding to death out of her lung. I want to fill a quarter of it with foam.
That'd stop the bleeding, all right.
Thought it made more sense than diet and exercise.
And if she doesn't have enough lung function left, you'll have killed her.
The only alternative is slowly suturing the lung, hoping that the bleeding stops in time, she doesn't die on her own. But we would walk away with clean hands, except for all the blood.
You're right. Faster and riskier is better. Foam the lung.
Go to green light.
No. Suture the lung.
Scalpel, rib spreader.
I can't handle it.
What happened?
She said yes. I heard no. I didn't actually hear no. I just was sure that's what she meant. The way she tilted her head and half arched her eyebrow. What do I even care what she meant? She said yes. That's all that matters. I'm screwing this up.
It's not completely bad, House. You care enough to pull your punches. That's not a bad thing. But you and Cuddy have got to figure out a way of avoiding this problem. Set some ground rules.
Yeah. I have to avoid this problem. If I can restrict our interactions to places where neither of us are wearing pants.
Yeah, that's not avoiding the problem, that's avoiding the issue.
Since avoidance is my plan for dealing with the issue, technically, that's not avoiding it. Thanks.
No problem.
You can't advise your patient's parents to take marrow and half a lung from their son.
Guess I could just chat with them about the weather. Blood test just confirmed sickle cell trait, so they might be curious about the only treatment option. Though we are having weird weather lately.
There is a huge reason not to take lungs from living patients.
So the siblings could die?
Their son has CMD. As it is, he's gonna die of respiratory failure by 25. We could cut whatever time he has left in half.
That qualifies as a bad reason for them to reject the idea. It's a much worse reason for them not to get the choice.
It's coercive to tell them. You ever hear of do no harm?
It was second year, right? I had mono all that fall.
Their son's not even our patient. Why don't we just take half a lung from some guy in the clinic with a toothache?
Great idea. Now I can give the parents two options.
We don't compromise one life for another.
Okay?
Okay? Seriously.
You made an argument. If you don't want me to defer to you, why make it at all?
But are you deferring to me just because we're seeing each other?
Maybe. Yeah, I think so. This is screwing me up. Why is it not screwing you up?
It is. I don't know why I okayed you foaming that lung. I realized it was wrong as soon as I said it.
I knew it. I knew as you tilted your head.
House, we are screwing this up. I'm gonna call HR. Find someone else to supervise you as soon as they can.